SVG's Jason Dackman. We are here at the 2025 SVG Summit in New York City. This year's title sponsor is AWS, and we've got Jason Dvorkin here. Jason, first of all, thanks so much for taking the time.
No worries. Thank you, guys. This is one of our favorite events of the year. I mean, just the merging of all of the sports customers, all of the broadcasters coming together to celebrate a great year. It's awesome.
Well, we appreciate your support. It is a great time to celebrate the holidays, and man, you guys have been busy in 2025, no question about it. Tell me a little bit about some highlights for AWS within the sports media industry over the last 12 months.
Yeah, I think we've seen a seismic shift in the industry. I mean, first and foremost, we announced our partnership with the NBA a couple months ago, and this is not just about being a partner of the NBA, but we're also an innovation partner and helping them understand the challenges and products that they want to build, both to delight fans and to improve the player experience. It's been a lot of fun. It's a mutual partnership. We've also seen them unveil 3 brand new stats this year. Gravity, which really comes in to measure what the impact of a specific player on the court at that moment is for all their teammates around them, bringing deeper insights into the game. We've solved defensive box scores, and now we have a stat where it was always a gap, where you couldn't really understand who the defender was guarding at different points in time. Now you can. We've also introduced a new shot success statistic where it's not just looking at make-miss, but it's also looking at expected field goal percentage. It's looking at body position and with comparison to the distance of the court and the difficulty of the shot. So really new ways to really dive into that game even more. One of the cool things that I think the broadcasters are really going to like is we did this new service called PlayFiber. And this is analyzing player movements across thousands of different games and really creating a new way to search for specific moments and specific plays and create a deeper basketball intelligence. And what this also does now is as the games are happening and as the broadcasters are talking, we can now serve up in real time historic context, historic moments, things that are very resonant for the game happening at that moment, to now let the announcers bring that to the fans while it's going on.
For sure.
So it's been super exciting, and it's just the early days, and there's going to be more to come.
It's been a really cool partnership, and obviously the NBA is always sort of bleeding edge, cutting edge. You guys help enable that in the back end. One big tool that I think a lot of leagues and broadcasters are exploring is where Agentic AI factors into their ecosystem. Yeah. There's a little bit of that in what you just talked about, but on a broader scale, how are you seeing leagues and broadcasters come to you and say, hey, I think Agentic can change the way I tell the story, could change the way I reach my fans, can change the way I do business. How are you seeing that happen?
We're seeing customers embrace Agentic because it's going to change the way they operate across fan engagement, across content production, across scouting. And there's going to be a world where thousands of these agents are deployed and working alongside human beings to really create and remove some of that mundane task and be able to let these agents make decisions for themselves. Great example that we've seen is the PGA Tour covers 150 plus players every single tournament. And they strive to write articles and post imagery and video as soon as a round ends for some of these players. Now, when you're dealing with player 148 and 149, it's really hard to do that. But they've deployed an AI agent system that basically, as that data is coming in about what happened, it's helping to craft the story. It's helping to crawl an archive and find the right imagery. It's publishing that and letting a human be in the loop for review. But they've been able to now create 140 to 150 articles just using Agentic AI. And guess what? It cost them about 25 cents a story to be able to do that. So it's been a huge time savings and something that the fans have really liked because it's letting them dive deeper into that field than they were before.
Excellent. Well, Jason, we really appreciate your support. We couldn't do this without AWS, and really happy holidays. Thanks for all your support.
Thank you. Can't wait to see what's next.